Well, I think first it's important to understand the key role of this scientific meeting in advancing molecular imaging and nuclear medicine science with regard to patient care. This meeting brings together both basic scientists and clinician investigators all involved in molecular imaging. And it starts with the chemists and radiochemists who synthesize the probes used for imaging molecular processes in the body. There are imaging physicists and computer folks who develop the instrumentation and image analysis techniques that are used to visualize these molecular imaging probes. We have a large variety of translational scientists whose research explores the potential clinical utility of these methods. And finally, there are clinician investigators who demonstrate the utility of these molecular imaging methods to diagnose and treat individual patients. And these are patients with cancer and other diseases, neurologic, cardiologic diseases, and other serious conditions. So this is a very broad meeting bringing together both basic and clinical scientists. Secondly, we have an awful lot of science here. Off the top of my head, we have about 88 oral sessions with about 600 or 650 oral presentations. There are several hundred scientific posters, and all these presentations and posters have been selected and rigorously reviewed by our scientific program committee. One thing that's very important to note is this is a very international meeting, although we all speak the common language of molecular imaging. Approximately 56% of our scientific abstract submissions came from outside of the United States. So it's a very international meeting, bringing together molecular imaging clinicians and scientists from across the world. But I guess the one unifying theme is that all of us, basic and clinical scientists from all over the world, we're all focused on developing molecular imaging to improve the care of individual patients. So that involves using molecular imaging to understand the pathophysiology or mechanisms of disease, to use MI to diagnose disease and the extent of disease in individual patients, to use it to select and monitor an individualized therapy for patients, and also in some cases we use molecular imaging methods to treat patients, especially those with cancer. So that just gives you an overview of why this meeting is so important with regard to the use of molecular imaging in patient care.